Hello and welcome to episode 20 of the 5 Sports Podcast. She's Carly Nevis. I'm Darren Zaslau. So, Bob, one of those games that you were on the call for, you got to be groomed in nicely with, in our humble opinion, was the wildest game of the Big 12 tournament. Number 4, West Virginia. Number 5, Oklahoma State. A game with so many things that go on. You have Derek Culver 1 minute with a towel over his face, on his back, looking like he may never play basketball again. You have a game that comes down to the wire where Sean McNeil makes a three. It doesn't count. They lose 72-69. What were your impressions of that wild basketball game? What was it like being on the call for that one?
Well, it was pretty much like run-of-the-mill for the Big 12, which tells you how fun the Big 12 is.
We've covered a lot of games, and we've covered a lot of your games, and it was one of the most beautiful moments you could ever see with Texas's head coach and your team surrounding you. Do you remember what the coach said, or just your emotions after you have this incredible game, you lead this iconic win? Just what were your emotions after that at center court when you're here in Country Roads?
Yeah, I looked up in the stands and I didn't see him. You know, he had just came to the game before, and it was just, I don't even know how to describe the feeling. I mean, I was just numb. And the fact that, you know, Coach Schaefer came over, I mean, it was just a classy moment for him and his program. Even on the floor, you know, all the girls told me while I was playing, like, just keep your head up. And the fact that Charlie stayed shows her, you know, her character as well. And he just told me, you know, to just keep doing what I'm doing and that, you know, I'm making my father proud.
Coach, you bring up recruiting, and people have such a passion for high school basketball in this state. There are 3 guys that I want to sort of chat about here. Isaac McNeely, in-state kid, Polka kid, who a lot of people wanted. I think Carly and I can say that we wanted him in the gold and blue. He goes to Virginia, right? Jared West, who's in the NCAA transfer portal, who has spoken to you guys, who everyone wants to come to West Virginia. And then Caden Matheny was another guy from university who's at Bowling Green. The importance of in-state recruiting, is there ever a sense of regret as, man, I wish those guys would have come here, or man, I wish we would have been on those guys earlier? Because you've got Isaiah Cottrell, you've got Jalen Bridges, Tavon Horton all came here. Do you wish there would be more or less? How does that sort of work with you guys being the premier school?
Well, I feel like the kids you get are the kids you're supposed to get. I don't really look at kids that in the future, in the past and say, man, I wish I would have got that kid, because we gave everyone our pitch for coming to West Virginia.